Hi everyone in Eurovision Insider. I just wanted to say hello and I wanted to say thank you for all the love you have been giving me. It means the world to me.
ULRIKKE, honestly, first of all, the looks. You look beautiful today. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Wow,
you so
okay.
much.
So, how was your day? Tell us about it.
Oh, it's been good. It's been busy. I've been doing a lot of interviews all day long, but I love it and I'm so thankful, grateful, and just, yeah, smiling all day long.
We are wondering, how did your singing career started?
Oh, my singing career. Well, I started in a choir, a children's choir, when I was around like 7 years old. And it was a gospel choir. And I just loved singing there. And then I started with musical theater. And then it just went on and on. And then I went to high school with on the musical. I had like the classes with singing and dancing and stuff in high school. And yeah, that was amazing.
Honestly, your song is a bit different from Places and Attention, of course. Places is more about dancing, Attention is more about something deep. But what is Honestly about?
I mean, honestly, it's more like Attention than Places. So when I wrote Places, I kind of wanted to be a pop star like Beyonce. I was quite young, and now getting older, I want to be more like Adele, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to make music that means something to me, and hopefully that music that can mean something to the people listening. That's like really important to me. But that's easier to write something deep when you're getting older and have like the life experience and stuff like that. So yeah, honestly, it's the most personal song I have ever written.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just it feels really like it's ULRIKKE.
All right.
It's really like me. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's great. What changes will we see regards your final performance? Because a lot of people are tend to compare your performance of Honestly to the performance of Attention. What do you think of that?
For me, the most important thing when I perform is that I want the song, the lyrics, and the message to be like the main thing of the performance. And I love the staging for Attention, so I wanted to do something. I wanted to bring something of Attention into Honestly, because 2020 was how it was. So that was something that I really, really wanted to do, like the coloring of the lights and stuff. But I wanted the dress in Honestly to be more vulnerable. That's why it's a bit see-through and white. I wanted also to, when I look at the dress, I think of when it's snowing in Norway, when you get the sun in the morning light on the snow, it kind of sparkles just like the dress. So yeah, so I wanted it to represent Norway more than the first Attention dress.
Yeah.
And just like the whole meaning of Honestly is more vulnerable, and so the dress, we have just been cutting the dress, so it has like the raw lines. We haven't been fixing when we have been cutting the dress of Honestly, so it's more raw and authentic, and Attention was a more strong woman dress.
Yeah.
So but we were really happy with how the semifinal looked. So, and of course it was a small stage, not that many people in the audience, so just going to Trondheim Spectrum will make it more massive and huge. And then we have some camera angles and stuff we're working on, and I mean, NRK has a lot of numbers. They have like 21 acts to work on. So, and they don't have the time to make that many changes from the semifinals to the final, and they're traveling because Oslo and Trondheim is a bit apart.
Yeah.
So we aren't allowed to make that many changes, but we can do like some fixing a bit. But I was really, really proud of how the semifinal was, and I was so happy.
Okay, we're proud of you as well. And
Thank you.
I honestly think that it will look just even more fabulous as it was. As you know, the MGP format has been changing over the years dramatically. Now we don't have any duels, but we have international juries. They said yes to Autotune. Did you use the Autotune on the semifinal? Are you planning to use? What do you overall think of those changes?
Well, I did not use Autotune in the semifinal because as long as it's not allowed in Eurovision, I think it shouldn't be allowed in MGP. Because you need to know what you're sending. It can make a huge difference with or without.
Yeah.
And for me, I didn't want it to just feel like you were pressing play on Spotify and watching a performance. I mean, I wanted it to feel live, to feel raw. And it's something about the nerve, especially singing a song like a ballad. There's something special about the live performance, the nerve of it. So that was really important for me, just to keep it raw and authentic. Yeah, but it was difficult making that choice because, of course, when people use Autotune, they will sound pitch perfect, of course. So I was afraid that if I didn't use it, will people, if they don't have a musical ear, if they're watching the show, would they suddenly feel like I was not singing as good as the other ones because they were pitch perfect? And that was like me. I was worried about that, but in the end, I felt like I have to go with my gut and what my heart is telling me. And that was going no Autotune.
What about this change with duels and international juries? Do you think it is more fair now or not?
I really like how it is this year. And also the audience only have one vote each.
Yeah.
And it just makes it feels more brutal. Everything is more like it's that one chance, you have to give it all. And the audience have to decide who's your one favorite, and it just feels more raw and brutal. And I really like it. And it's easier for the audience to watch the semifinals when there's not too much happening with duels. And I think it's just a cleaner and more easy show to watch.
Yeah. Now we have to talk about 2020 because it was something for you, definitely something. You faced the declination of the contest in 2020, and your manager lost a very close person to him. Did you felt the depressive state, and how long did you felt it?
I mean, 2020 was of course really difficult because when I won, we had the voting system failed in the final, Norwegian final. So it was a lot of drama with that. And then when Christopher, my manager, we were living together, and he was losing his father at that time. The day after Eurovision got cancelled, he died. And so it was just so much emotions happening in one apartment, and it was difficult to talk to each other. And of course, we were really, really sad and disappointed and angry at some point because it was our big dream, and we were so close to experience the whole Eurovision fairy tale, because that's what it is, with the fans traveling in Europe. And so we were so disappointed, and I said like right away that I want to try to be a part of MGP again. But at that point I just needed some time to breathe. I needed space. So that's why I did a lot of other things. But in 2022 I watched when they announced the contestants for MGP. I watched the press conference, and I just called my manager and I was like, I'm ready. I need to do this now. So then I felt, because it's a huge job representing your country in Eurovision, that's a huge job, and you need to be ready for it, and you need to be hungry. But now I am, so I'm so happy to be back. And Oh, I just want to do it all.
How do you rank your chances of victory since a lot of people are now considering you as a rightful winner of 2020 and a lot of people want to give you a chance to represent the country again? How do you rank your chances?
Oh, I feel it's really difficult because last time there wasn't a jury, and it's just so difficult knowing what the Norwegian people want. It's so different from each year. So I'm not trying to think about like my chances too much. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm supposed to do, because you never know, and there's so many good contestants and the songs are really good. So I'm just trying to focus on myself and trying to just take in all the love, because the love from Europe has been insane. I mean, the messages and the streaming and everything has just been so amazing. So I'm trying to have fun, and hopefully I will sing my best, and the audience will like it and they will send me. That would be like a dream come true.
If Norway could send you there to the Eurovision without MGP, would you agree on that?
Well, me and my manager, we tried to, we really wanted, at first, we really wanted that to go in 2021. So we had a lot of discussions with NRK and the broadcaster, and talked about like different options of, because NRK, they need to fill a certain amount of Saturdays with entertainment on TV. So you have to like fill that. But NRK chose to do the regular, and I mean, at first we were kind of disappointed, but I mean, we understood it as well, and I didn't have the song in 2021. I didn't have a song I believed in, and I wasn't ready to try to write a new one. So in a way, I think it was meant to be like this, and now I have Honestly, and I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. And you actually already a bit answered our next question, but we would like to ask it anyways. Why did you decide to not participate in MGP from 2021 and 2022? Because a lot of people thought that Falling Apart is an amazing song to participate in MGP. So why you decided to not participate?
Yeah, I just wasn't mentally ready, because 2020 was so much, especially here with the voting system and everything. So I just needed some space and to do something else. So that's like the main reason why I didn't come back.
Did you watch the last year Eurovision Song Contest? And if you did, what were your favorites?
I absolutely did. Chanel, Sam, and probably, I mean, Snap. It's a good one.
Okay.
Everyone is loving it.
Okay. Thank you so much, ULRIKKE.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. Have a great evening. Bye.
You as well. Nice talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.